The internet is shaking right now because the unthinkable has just exploded into the spotlight. Chrissy Lampkin. Yes, the woman fans have watched stand beside Jim Jones for decades. Has been exposed in a cheating scandal that is messier than anything Love and Hip Hop has ever dared to show. And Jim? He has completely lost control. According to insiders, the drama started when a series of late-night photos surfaced online showing Chrissy at an upscale New Jersey lounge. But she wasn't alone. The man seen whispering in her ear wasn't Jim. The grainy images spread across Twitter like wildfire, with hashtags like #ChrissyExposed and #PrayForJim trending within hours. But the photos were just the beginning. A so-called friend of the family leaked text messages allegedly between Chrissy and this mystery man. The messages are raw, intimate, and shocking, with one of them reading, "He'll never know. I need this escape." Fans were floored, instantly dividing into camps. Some defending Chrissy, others demanding answers from Jim. When the news reached Jim Jones, insiders say he erupted. Witnesses claim he stormed into a private studio session, throwing chairs and screaming, "After everything I gave you, this is how you do me." Someone recorded a snippet of his meltdown, and the clip is already viral on TikTok, with millions replaying Jim's voice cracking as he yelled, "I should have known better." And here's the kicker. Sources say Chrissy hasn't denied the accusations. Instead, she's telling close friends, "Everyone has secrets, and Jim's aren't clean either." What could she mean by that? And how deep does this betrayal really go? The entertainment world is on fire tonight, and the flames are being fueled by none other than Chrissy Lampkin. For years, she has stood beside Jim Jones, weathering storms, surviving countless rumors, and embodying that ride-or-die energy fans swore was unbreakable. But now, that image has been shattered into pieces, and the scandal is too massive to ignore. It all started with one blurry photo that seemed harmless at first glance. A dimly lit lounge in New Jersey, a glass of champagne, and Chrissy leaning in close to a man who definitely wasn't Jim Jones. Within minutes of the image surfacing, Twitter turned into a battlefield. Fans demanded answers. Who was this mystery man? Why was Chrissy there without Jim? And why did her body language scream intimacy? Then came the bombshell, a series of leaked text messages. Screenshots allegedly taken from Chrissy's own phone began circulating in group chats and fan pages. One chilling line stood out among the chaos. "He'll never know. I need this escape." That single message set the internet ablaze. Escape from what? Escape from Jim. From her relationship, or from the endless weight of being tied to a hip-hop icon whose world has always been surrounded by controversy. Within hours, hashtags like #ChrissyExposed, #PrayForJim, and #LampkinLeaks were trending nationwide. Instagram blogs reposted the screenshots. TikTok creators made dramatic voiceovers reenacting the texts, and fans flooded the comments with one question: did Chrissy cheat on Jim Jones? But the fire didn't stop online. Sources close to the couple claim Jim got wind of the scandal while in the studio, working late into the night. What should have been a regular session turned into an unforgettable meltdown. One insider revealed Jim snapped. He threw chairs, slammed his phone on the ground, and started yelling, "After everything I gave you, this is how you do me." And if that wasn't dramatic enough, someone recorded part of the chaos. A 30-second clip began circulating on TikTok, showing Jim's unmistakable voice cracking as he shouted, "I should have known better." The video instantly went viral, with millions of views in just hours. Fans replayed it over and over, some expressing heartbreak, others accusing Jim of finally facing karma after years of his own alleged disloyalties. Meanwhile, Chrissy herself remained silent. Until she didn't. In a cryptic Instagram story, she posted just 4 words. "Everyone has their secrets." That's all it took to send the narrative spinning in an entirely new direction. Was she admitting guilt? Or was she deflecting, hinting that Jim himself wasn't as innocent as people believed? The whispers grew louder when a so-called family friend told gossip outlets, Chrissy isn't denying anything. She's just saying Jim's secrets are worse, and that's when the floodgates opened. Fans began digging through old interviews, resurfacing past cheating allegations against Jim, and debating whether this was simply karma finally catching. The couple who once defined reality TV love goals was suddenly unraveling in front of millions. And as the chaos escalated, emotions were no longer contained. Reports claim Jim's own mother, Mama Jones, got involved, furious, protective, and ready to call Chrissy out directly. One insider said, Mama Jones has always had her suspicions about Chrissy, and now she feels like this proves she was right all along. By the end of the night, what started as a leaked photo had turned into an all-out war, with social media as the battlefield, fans as the jury, and Chrissy and Jim as the unwilling stars of a scandal spiraling out of control. But here's where things take an even darker twist. Insiders claim there's video evidence. Yes, not just texts, not just photos, but actual footage of Chrissy with the alleged mystery man. A private source whispered, if that video leaks, this relationship won't survive. Jim will lose it completely. And just when fans thought it couldn't get worse, whispers emerged that the man Chrissy was spotted with isn't some random stranger, but someone close enough to the couple to make this betrayal even more devastating. The walls are closing in, the tension is unbearable, and the internet is demanding answers. Chrissy's silence has only fueled speculation. Jim's meltdown has proven the hurt is real. And the promise of more leaks guarantees this story is far from over. The only question now, if the video drops, will it destroy not just their relationship, but their empire? The explosion. Because the whispers of a video weren't just rumors, it was real. Late last night, grainy, shaky footage began circulating in private group chats before hitting Instagram blogs like wildfire. The clip allegedly shows Chrissy Lampkin at a dimly lit VIP section of that New Jersey lounge. She's laughing, sipping champagne, and leaning in close with a man whose face is partially hidden by a hat. The kicker. At one point, Chrissy allegedly kisses him on the cheek while holding his hand under the table. Within minutes, the video broke the internet. Comment sections blew up. TikTok remixes flooded timelines, and fans couldn't stop dissecting every single frame. Some argued it wasn't definitive proof. It could just be a friend, he said. But others were ruthless. That's not how you act if you're loyal. And hashtags like #ChrissyCaught and #PoorJim took over Twitter. For Jim Jones, the footage was a death blow. According to insiders, the rapper watched the clip in disbelief, pacing back and forth before erupting into another meltdown. This time, witnesses say he punched a wall, screaming, "I can't believe she played me like this on camera." The heartbreak was written all over him. And those around him admitted it was the first time they'd ever seen Jim look truly broken. But here's the twist. Mama Jones wasn't about to stay quiet. She took to Instagram Live, firing off at Chrissy in a rant that had fans glued to their screens. "I always knew she wasn't right for my son. Look at her sneaking around like a snake. I told y'all from day one, Chrissy ain't the one." Mama Jones's fiery words only poured gasoline on an already blazing fire, and the internet erupted with memes, reactions, and split loyalties. Meanwhile, Chrissy finally broke her silence, but not in the way fans expected. Instead of denying or apologizing, she doubled down, posting a cryptic message that read, "When a man points fingers, remember he's hiding his own sins." That one line turned the narrative upside down. Suddenly, fans weren't just talking about Chrissy's alleged infidelity, they were digging up Jim's history. Old cheating allegations resurfaced. Clips from past interviews went viral. And fans began asking, is this really Chrissy's betrayal, or is it revenge? And then came the betrayal nobody saw coming. The identity of the mystery man was allegedly revealed, and it wasn't some stranger. According to leaked receipts, the man was a longtime associate of Jim's, someone who had been in the inner circle for years. Fans were stunned. Was Chrissy really stepping out with someone close to Jim? If true, the betrayal wasn't just romantic, it was personal. Okay, and it cut deeper than anyone could have imagined. The fallout hit social media like an earthquake. Twitter Spaces erupted with heated debates. Instagram Lives turned into panel discussions with fans screaming over each other. One viral tweet summed up the chaos. Chrissy wasn't just cheating, she was cheating with the ops. She was cheating with the ops. Jim, blindsided by the revelation, reportedly went into isolation. Sources claim he turned off his phone, canceled appearances, and locked himself in the studio. He's hurting, man, one friend said. Jim feels like his whole world just collapsed. His girl, his circle, everything he trusted is falling apart. But if fans thought the story had peaked, they were wrong, because the biggest bombshell was still coming. According to insiders, Chrissy has her own set of receipts, and she's ready to use them. Rumor has it that she's been sitting on years of alleged proof of Jim's own infidelities and shady business dealings. One source revealed, Chrissy told her girls, if he tries to drag me, I'll burn the whole house down. That chilling line suggests this scandal isn't ending anytime soon. Fans immediately speculated that Chrissy might release her own files, sparking hashtags like hashtag Chrissy vs Jim and hashtag Receipts War. The drama has escalated into an all-out Cold War, with both sides allegedly holding ammunition that could destroy the other's reputation. Meanwhile, the entertainment industry is reacting. Reality TV stars, rappers, and influencers are chiming in. One Love and Hip Hop alum tweeted, "This is what happens when the cameras stop rolling. The real drama begins." Another rapper posted on Instagram, "Jim gotta handle his biz, 'cause Chrissy moving foul." Even celebrities are picking sides, fueling the chaos, and fans are left torn. Some see Chrissy as a villain who betrayed Jim in the worst possible way. Others see her as a woman finally exposing years of hypocrisy and double standards. The internet is split. Emotions are running high, and everyone is bracing for the next round of receipts. But here's the cliffhanger. Multiple outlets are reporting that Chrissy may sit down for a tell-all interview. Yes, you heard that right. Rumors suggest she's been approached by a major media outlet to spill everything on camera once and for all. If that happens, the fallout will be nuclear. Will Chrissy really go through with it? Will Jim fight back with his own receipts? Or will this war of betrayal destroy them both before either can recover? One thing's for sure. The truth is no longer a secret. The masks are off. And the empire Chrissy and Jim built together is crumbling in real time. And just when you think the story can't get more explosive, it does. The world held its breath when whispers of Chrissy Lampkin's tell-all interview became reality. Fans flooded livestream links waiting for her to speak. And when she finally sat down in front of the camera, the tension was electric. With a steady voice, Chrissy declared, "I'm tired of being painted as the villain. If Jim wants the truth, then let's talk about all the truth." And just like that, the narrative flipped again. Chrissy claimed the leaked video wasn't the full story. She admitted to being out with the mystery man, but insisted it wasn't what people thought. "Yes, I was at that lounge. Yes, I was with him. But let's not act like Jim hasn't been out with women, sneaking around while I stayed home. Don't point fingers at me when your hands aren't clean." The statement sent shockwaves across social media. Was she dodging accountability or finally standing up for herself? But the real jaw-dropper came when Chrissy pulled out her own alleged receipts. Screenshots of text exchanges allegedly showing Jim arranging private meetings with women while on tour. One message read, "Meet me at the hotel after the show. Don't tell nobody." Fans gasped. Instagram blogs exploded. And suddenly, Jim wasn't just the victim, he was part of the mess. Within hours, Jim responded in the only way he knew how. Emotionally, unfiltered, and raw. On Instagram Live, his voice cracked as he shouted, "Don't try to flip this on me. I've been holding this family down for years. You the one sneaking behind my back? Don't play with me." The live pulled in tens of thousands of viewers, and comments flooded in like bullets. Some sided with Jim, others demanded he address Chrissy's receipts directly. But in the chaos, one thing was clear. Jim was unraveling before the world's eyes. Mama Jones, never one to hold back, entered the war zone again. She went live, tears in her eyes, pleading with her son. "Jim, you don't need this woman dragging you down. Let her go." Enough is enough. Fans split even further. Some applauded Mama Jones for protecting her son, while others accused her of meddling in a relationship. It's always been on thin ice. And as if the scandal couldn't get worse, new footage surfaced from the night of the alleged lounge incident. In the clip, Chrissy can be seen whispering something into the mystery man's ear before bursting out laughing. Lip readers claim she said, "Jim will never find out." Was it real? Was it staged? The internet went into full-on detective mode, dissecting the clip frame by frame. At this point, the scandal had turned into a full-blown circus. Reality TV producers reportedly reached out, offering Chrissy her own spin-off to tell her side of the story. Jim, meanwhile, was spotted leaving a hospital late at night after what insiders say was a stress-induced breakdown. The images of him looking exhausted, head low, hoodie pulled tight, only fueled speculation that this scandal had taken a brutal toll. But then came the ultimate twist. The identity of the mystery man was confirmed. According to a bombshell report, the man wasn't just a casual acquaintance. He was allegedly a longtime friend of Jim's, someone who had worked alongside him on music projects. Betrayal from within the circle. The revelation hit harder than anything else. It wasn't just Chrissy stepping out, it was someone Jim trusted with his career and his life. Fans erupted with shock, calling it the ultimate knife in the back. Social media went into meltdown mode. Memes, reaction videos, heated debates. It was all anyone could talk about. And in the middle of the storm, Chrissy posted one last message. "Sometimes you gotta lose it all to find yourself." Fans couldn't believe the audacity. Was this an admission of guilt? A cry for freedom? Or a final swipe at Jim before walking away? As of now, the relationship hangs by a thread. Friends close to the couple say Jim has cut off communication, refusing to speak to Chrissy directly. He feels destroyed, one insider revealed. This isn't just about cheating. It's about betrayal, humiliation, and losing trust in the one person he thought he could count on. And here's where the cliffhanger lies. Rumors are swirling that divorce papers could already be in the works. But others insist Jim and Chrissy might reconcile for the sake of their legacy, not out of love, but out of image. Could this scandal end with forgiveness? Or is this the final chapter in one of hip-hop's most infamous love stories? One thing is certain, the internet won't stop watching. The hashtags, the leaks, the lives. The meltdowns. This saga has become bigger than Chrissy and Jim. It's about loyalty, betrayal, pride, and survival. And until the truth is fully revealed, fans will keep speculating, dissecting, and choosing sides. Because when Chrissy Lampkin was exposed for cheating, it didn't just break Jim Jones, it broke the illusion of their love. And the fallout is far from over. And that's where we stand right now. A relationship that once looked untouchable is dangling by a thread. Chrissy exposed, Jim unraveling, Mama Jones raging. And a mystery man whose betrayal cuts deeper than any headline ever could. But the scariest part? We all know this story isn't finished. The texts were just the beginning. The video was only part of the puzzle. And if Chrissy really drops the rest of those receipts, the fallout will be catastrophic. The big question now, does Jim walk away for good? Or does he fight to hold on to the empire he and Chrissy built? Is Chrissy truly guilty of betrayal? Or is she simply pulling back the curtain on Jim's own hidden sins? And what happens when Mama Jones decides to make her next move? Because one thing's for sure when she talks. The whole industry listens. This is the kind of scandal that flips reality TV into real life, where loyalty, love, and betrayal collide for the world to see. And if you blink, you'll miss the next jaw-dropping chapter. So don't just sit back, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on notifications right now. Because the very next leak, the next meltdown, the next explosive confrontation could break at any second. And you do not want to be the last to know. And tell me in the comments, do you think Chrissy is guilty? Or is Jim finally getting a taste of his own medicine? Your voice is part of this story, and trust me, the world is listening. The saga isn't over. It's only getting started.